Thanks for being here. My name is Adam Montiel on Eat, Drink, Explore Radio, in for Randy White. Very excited to be filling in and guest hosting with us, as always, Patty Pyburn. Thanks for having me, Patty.
Sure. Good morning, Adam.
We're
so happy that you could be here with us this morning.
That is so nice of you. That is so nice of you, because I really feel that was very honest. Anthony has been incredible. Thank you for all your help. And, of course, Cora has been coordinating things.
Yeah, she's on those phones.
Because, see, the morning show I do and the wine show, I'm running the board.
It's just you.
Well, I mean, I have a co-host and stuff, but as far as the board, you're producing the show. Having Anthony here is like...
Isn't that nice?
This is ridiculous. This is so awesome. Yeah, Randy's got it dialed in. And then Cora, amazing outside. On the phone, very excited, Tom Tiburzi. He is the winemaker for Domaine Chandon, the head winemaker, celebrating 40 years where they are. And it's great to have you on, and congrats on such a significant anniversary.
Good morning. It's nice to be on.
Very good. So I want to talk a little bit about, why don't you give a little bit of a history to Domaine Chandon? I know also on this Bastille Day, there's some significance. For someone listening who maybe isn't familiar, what is the significance of Bastille Day?
Well, Bastille Day is the day in France when there was like an overthrow of the king. So it's a day of celebration for the working people and established the beginning of more of a democratic period.
Is the winery doing anything big up there?
Yeah, we have this Bastille Day celebration. We have like gift baskets, and we have music starting at noon with a French band, and it's very festive. And the staff is all dressed up nice, so it's French outfits and stuff. So it'll be a very festive day out in the terrace.
It sounds like it.
Oh yeah, Domaine Chandon has been around for 40 years. Can you get into some of the history and how did you begin and take us down that road a bit?
Well, John Wright was our founding CEO, and he enticed the French company Moet and Chadon, the Champagne House, to come here in the early 70s by arranging for them to taste samples and arranging visits. And this was the second venture that Moet and Chandon did in the New World, starting the Champagne House of Domaine Chandon in Mendoza, Argentina in 1959. So 1973, they were looking to continue their venture into the New World, and they founded us here in California and one in Brazil. And so they were the first French champagne house to establish themselves in the Napa Valley.
Now,
at that time, there was only like 30 or 40 wineries here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. People use the word champagne loosely all the time. Does it mean that the grapes were grown in Champagne, or that the whole process, like the crush and everything, took place in Champagne, France? To be specifically titled correctly Champagne, it needs what?
Well, to say just strictly Champagne, it has to be grown and vinified in the Champagne region of France under vineyards that are designated Champagne vineyards specifically. In the United States, we can call our wine Champagne as long as we qualify it, like we could say California Champagne or Napa Champagne or American Champagne. However, at Domaine Chandon, since we are French-owned and we follow the international rules, even though we legally can call it Champagne, we refer to our product as sparkling wine.
Very good. You see that a lot in California, right? That's kind of the go-to title for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, however, we do follow the method champenoise, the traditional French method, and so we do the second fermentation in the bottle to produce the bubbles.
That's perfect. You brought that up right there, is because you'll see that on the bottle a lot. Method champenoise. Now, this is the course of action that all the high end and the very exquisite sparkling wines take, and this is the fermenting of the wine in the actual bottle. There's disgorging that happens. There's also where you're gonna have to like switch the bottle over and move it. Talk about some of the way winemaking is different when it's sparkling.
Well, when you follow the method traditional, it's pretty much the same. You have the opportunity to use varieties that aren't traditional in Champagne. However, we do use the Champagne traditional varieties of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. In the United States, we have much looser rules than they do in France. However, we stay pretty close to the French prototype.
I see. Okay. We got a Domaine Chandon head winemaker, Tom Tiburzi.
You know, I have to say that, of course, champagne, sparkling wine, whatever, just plain is amazing. But I was on your website earlier this morning, and I was clicking through the drink recipes that you have on here.
Yeah, we really go out of our way to find some really creative cocktails.
Cocktails, baby, yes.
Goodness. I'm like listing like, oh, I want to make that. No, wait, I want to make that. No. There was like an icy one that you make with the sparkling wine, like this like shaved ice. It's like a like a sorbet for adults. Yeah, slushy for adults. Yes.
Now, you can take a lot of these sweet wines like Moscatos and stuff and talk about, I mean, there's a lot you could take. You know, you have your wine glass, pour in, 80, 60% champagne, and then talk about some of the different white wines that you could pour into that to kind of make a little hot tub cocktail action.
Well, really, since talking about specific wines, look at the flavors, combining flavors that are complementary. So if you have like red fruit flavors, like raspberry, cherry, plum, you can use other red fruits or bring in some white fruit flavors. But then also look at contrasting flavors, things that have more acidity, things that have some spice. So look at matching, contrasting, and complementary flavors. Just have to be careful when you contrast that it's a facet and not like overwhelming.
All right, 30 seconds with you. I'd like you to tell me, this is the most important thing you'll impart on me today at least. How the hell do you open one of these bottles without getting everything everywhere?
Well, chill the bottle real nice, like about 20 minutes in a mixture of ice and water, or like at least an hour in the fridge. Tilt the bottle at about 45-degree angle. When you first of all, you have to take off the hood. As soon as you loosen that wire hood, make sure you own the cork. Don't let go of that cork.
Own it, baby.
Loosen the hood, because it might take off on its own. If it's tight, twist the bottom of the bottle, holding the cork tight. That way you have some mechanical advantage. Loosen that cork up, and as it starts to come out, keep it from coming out quickly. Tilt the bottle at 45 degrees. And just gently let the cork release, so you hear like a sigh.
That's all.
CO2 come out.
That's all what she said. Tom Tiburzi, the winemaker for Domaine Chandon. Thank you so much. Yes or no? Have you ever sabled a bottle? Sabered a bottle.
I've done that many times.
Yes, badass.
Many times.
You are the man. Thank you so much for taking time on Eat, Drink, Explore, Tom. We appreciate you. The website, Chandon, CHANDON.com.
Have a nice day.
Cheers, man. Happy Bastille Day. Do you say Happy Bastille Day? Is that okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. Happy Bastille Day to you. Tom Tiburzi, and I got to make a trip up there. Man, he sounds like a lot of fun. And so interesting, the differences in making wine and making sparkling wine. You can hear all of the segments from this week's